Edition of the doctors. Dr. Todd Bell is here from Texas Tech Health Sciences Center, and we're talking about something that maybe you've experienced the symptoms of, maybe headaches, faint, dizzy spells, or maybe an irregular heartbeat. With us now is Dr. Todd Bell to explain maybe what could this be possibly. You have one idea, right?
Well, so what we end up seeing is that there's a lot of reasons that people have symptoms like that, and depending on what the age is and what the risk factors are, helps a doctor to determine what some of those things are. Somebody who has a history of multiple heart attacks, if they have an irregular heart rhythm and they feel like they're going to pass out, they really need to see the doctor because that's probably their heart.
Okay.
On the other hand, we sometimes have people who don't have any obvious risk factors. For example, oftentimes young women who may have problems with getting dizzy or having daily headaches, feel like they're going to pass out, sometimes even do pass out. They may have problems with their regular periods. They may have problems with their belly, chronic belly pain, problems with diarrhea or constipation. And interestingly, there's a lot of these things that actually seem to tie together into something called dysautonomia. Now, there's different flavors of that, but when we're specifically talking about these young people, oftentimes it's young people who have a history of being very flexible in their joints, and there's something called POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And the basic issue seems to be that that fight or flight response that we all are exposed to when we perceive a threat. A bear walks into the room, my heart rate will go up, I may start sweating, bowels may act a little funny. All those things are a normal response, but if those are not regulated appropriately, or if there's dysregulation in that, it can cause a lot of those same symptoms, even in the absence of any actual threat. So what we're seeing is that there's a lot of kids who seem to have those types of symptoms, things like POTS, have measurable physiologic changes that are associated with this group of symptoms in this category called dysautonomia.
Okay. All right. This is something you've treated locally, correct?
Yeah, we actually see quite a few kids and young women, usually women, sometimes boys as well, but more often young women that end up with these symptoms. And it's a kind of a struggle sometimes because we don't actually fully understand what is the background, what is the physiology of it. There's a lot of ideas that are out there related especially to the that fight or flight response, but it's still a big question.
All right. Well, good information. If you have more questions on POTS, ask your family physician, or if you need more information, head to our website, newschannel10.com. Thanks for being here, Dr. Bell.